So in this video, I want to talk about identity theft and what do you do when you suspect you're the victim of identity theft. And worse yet, you start seeing these accounts popping up on your credit report that absolutely, without a doubt, are not yours. You have no idea who these creditors are, where this is coming from. You know it's not coming from you. And these accounts eventually start going into collection and charge off status. If you've tried disputing these accounts with the credit bureaus and the creditors or the debt collectors and you've not had any luck at getting these accounts removed, then I have some steps for you to take because it's really not that difficult to get these taken care of. It's a two-step process, to be honest with you, and I'm going to share this with you in a minute. Even if you have disputed and been successful at getting fraudulent accounts removed off your credit reports, you still need to get these taken care of because just because the account's off your credit report doesn't mean there's not a balance that's still owed. And as long as that account is tied to you, the debt collectors or the creditors, whoever the accounts are with, they're going to continue to pursue you. And if you keep ignoring the letters, the communications, they can go file a lawsuit against you, which is unfortunate because it's not your accounts to begin with. And if they get a default judgment against you, then you're looking at wage garnishment. I had this happen to someone that I know, and it was kind of messy. They had to hire a consumer law attorney to get this all corrected and fixed. And in the end, it worked out very well for them. But just the stress of it, the mental aspect of it, very frustrating. So first things first, I recommend that you freeze your credit reports as a preventative measure. When you freeze your credit reports, and if someone does try to apply for something in your name, they're not going to be successful at it. It's going to get blocked. The credit bureaus will not allow the credit check to go through. So that's step one. And you can go onto all three websites for Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. They have their credit freeze centers, and it's quick and easy to do. You may have to create a new account if you don't already have an account with them. You put the credit freeze on, it's free. And then if at any point you want to go apply for a line of credit or funding, you just have to make sure that you take the credit freeze off, that you lift it probably within 48 hours before you actually apply for something. If you don't take the freeze off and you do apply for something, you won't be successful at being able to complete that application process because you have the freeze on your credit reports, and you'll get a message that says, hey, remove the freeze, lift the freeze off of your TransUnion report, and then reapply for whatever it is you're reapplying to. I learned that the hard way. So once you've got the credit freeze on your credit reports, that's one preventative measure. Another thing that I'm going to recommend is what they call the two-step verification. I would recommend getting this added on to your online accounts. Two-step verification just adds that extra layer of security. And what this means is that when you log in to an account, in addition to your username and password, you'll be prompted to enter a code that is sent to you via text or voice message upon you signing in. Why should you use two-step verification? It drastically reduces the chances of you having your personal information in your account stolen by someone else. Hackers would have to not only get your password and your username, but then they have to get a hold of your phone. I had this happen not too long ago. A spammer, hacker got into my Walmart account and started shopping. I started getting alerts from PayPal because I had my Walmart connected to my PayPal account, and I started seeing these transactions. Well, my PayPal's connected to my banking account, so funds were coming out, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars were in process of being paid to Walmart for all sorts of items. And whoever this hacker was, or hackers, because it was happening in several states. Thankfully, I caught it in time. I caught it same day. I was able to contact my banks. I was able to have the transaction stopped. I contacted PayPal. I changed all my passwords, and I enabled two-step verification on all my online accounts. And I'll tell you, for a while afterwards, I would get notification from Walmart asking me to verify my account, like sending me the code, this verification code. And that told me that someone was trying to access my Walmart account. But since I had my Walmart account set up to where as soon as you attempt to log in, put my email address in and a password in, it's automatically going to send me an alert and a code to finish verifying the process. So I recommend two-step verification and as much as possible on your accounts. So if you see a fraudulent account, an unknown account on your credit report, go to identitytheft.gov. So this is under the Federal Trade Commission. They've got this website called identitytheft.gov. Click the Get Started button and you will be taken to a page where you will be able to fill out a form to report identity theft. You'll get a recovery plan and you'll be able to save or download an affidavit. With that affidavit, and I will say when you fill out that affidavit, be specific, put down the account numbers, what the account name is of these fraudulent accounts. So make sure to list the account number and then the name of the account and any other pertinent information, because you're going to take that identity theft report and you're going to write a very simple letter to the credit bureaus. And if the fraudulent accounts are with the debt collectors, you're going to also send a copy of this letter to a debt collector. Or if it's with the original creditor, you're going to send this letter as well as this affidavit to the original creditor. And you're simply going to, in that letter, let them know, explain to them that you're a victim of identity theft. This account is not yours. Here's your affidavit, and that you need the account removed from your credit report right away. Now, as an extra measure, you can file a police report. And I do recommend this, filing a police report as a victim of identity theft, listing the accounts that are included in this identity theft, and taking that police report as well as the affidavit from the Federal Trade Commission's site, the identitytheft.gov. So you have two documents plus a dispute letter, and send all three of those. I would send them certified mail return receipt to the credit bureau. Include two forms of ID, driver's license ID, and one other form, a utility bill, cell phone bill. And then when you send the same packet over to the debt collector, if the fraudulent account is with the debt collector, do not send any ID, do not send any bills, utility bill or cell phone bill. Send nothing over. They don't need that information. Plus, with collection agencies, a lot of times they're temp workers and they have high turnover. You don't need your personal information compromised any more than it already is. So never send personal identification information over to a collection agency. If the fraudulent account is still with the original creditor, same thing, just send your packet of the affidavit. And if you have the police report, that only strengthens your case, and a dispute letter saying, hey, this is not my account. Please delete this immediately off my credit report. Here's my my documentation. If you are able to successfully get that fraudulent account removed, yay, great. If you get any resistance from the credit bureaus, the debt collector, the original creditor, you're going to contact the consumer law attorney as step 2. You're not going to send a second request to any of these entities. You really don't even have to file a BBB complaint or a CFPB complaint, although you can if you want to, but this is such a direct violation of the FCRA if the entities don't correct this information, get this account, these fraudulent accounts off your credit reports. A consumer law attorney would love to take on this type of case, and they will help you litigate, get these accounts removed off of your credit reports permanently, and potential compensation to you. Because a fraudulent account, especially when it heads into collection or charge-off status, it's affecting your credit score and your credit profile. And in doing so, it's impacting your ability to be able to qualify for, certain things, lines of credit, funding. and it's impacting your ability, your interest rates, your APR rates if you are successful in being able to get any type of funding. So those are the steps that I would recommend that you take to protect yourself from becoming a victim of identity theft, and what to do if you are a victim of identity theft and you start seeing these accounts popping up on your credit report. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments below. If you found this video to be helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and continue to follow me to learn more about credit. My name is Tanya, and I'm a credit repair specialist and owner of 720 FICO Club. So I created the Credit Academy to help you repair your credit yourself, and you're going to learn how to do so step by step. You'll save a lot of money in the process because you're not going to need to hire a credit repair company to do this, because you can do this yourself. Now, you'll also be able to ask questions and get help because this course comes with a support group, a community, and I'm in that community on hand to answer questions. So what will you have access to? Over 200 dispute letters and reasons, a workbook, a planner, an ebook so that you understand the credit repair process. You're going to learn how to audit your credit report for reporting errors. You're going to learn how to dispute, what not to dispute. You may have to do some pay for deletes. You're going to also look for top credit reporting violations. And if there are any on your credit report, then you're going to be able to work with a consumer law attorney who helps the members of this academy for free. You're also going to get to work cleaning up the personal information section, hard inquiries, late payments, disputing collections, charge-offs, and more. And if the credit bureaus or the debt collectors do not cooperate, then you're going to learn how to file a CFPB complaint in order to get them to comply. So see the link in comments or description or the bio, wherever you're seeing this at. And I look forward to seeing you on the inside.